I love Urban Outfitters, Eclectic, Boho, Global Designs. I found this Nora cushions with tassels and they are beautiful. There are so many beautiful cushions. I really wanted to have something like this in my room. These are for 39 US dollars. I like it and I knew I had enough raw materials at hand to make and enjoy this item for free. I shall need to make just the cushion cover and use my own insert. So it's going to be a no spend DIY compared to Urban Outfitters 39 US dollars. The fabric I chose is from my stash. It's ochre or deep mustard in color. It's a dress material fabric in heavy cotton and you can see the weave is also heavy. So it will look very nice on a cushion and it will go with my set. So other than this mustard ochre colored fabric, I'm going to use my trusted pair of scissors, some matching threads, a ruler. You need help of pins. They make sewing projects so very easy. You need a ball of yarn, wool yarn. I have taken 8 ply yarn here. It's actually you need about a ball of yarn, but I already started making tassels before I thought I should sit down and do this little video clip. And a needle for the yarn. This is a tip that I learned from my mother, is when the needle is lying idle, stirring it, I always put a colored yarn through the eye of the needle, so just in case it drops on the floor, it's easy to find it. Then the measuring tape, of course it's required. A ruler and a measuring tape both will be needed for marking a pen or a pencil or anything. I have 18 by 18 inch cushion insert, and for that I need to make 18 by 18 inch cushion cover. So adding 1 inch of seam allowance, I have cut a square which is 19 by 19 inch square for the front piece. And for the back I need 2 flaps which are a little more than the midline, so there's an overlapping at the back to form that envelope through which the insert will go in and will not peep out. For that reason I have taken a measurement that is 15 inch by 19 inch, so 15 inch wide whereas 19 inch in height, which I would fold twice and added pin, and then I would hem over it. This is the end through which the insert will go in, so one can see the hemmed edges which would look neat. So on both the pieces for the back, which are 19 by 15 inch pieces, over the 19 inch side fold it twice and hem along it. So these would overlap one over the other, and so that they come on to the size of 19 by 19 inch before I sew it together, the front and the back. Now for making the markings, make sure it's the wrong side up. You don't want to put pen markings on the right side of the fabric. Now to find the diagonal midline, the perfect line, I will fold the fabric into a triangle shape meeting two opposite ends and fold along, press along this diagonal side and open it up again. This would give me a crease along the diagonal. I find this method much easier than measuring and marking. I'll put the ruler on one side of this crease line and mark here. I'm doing this marking on the back side of the fabric because I don't want pen marks, even if they are washable. I don't want them on my cushion covers. So little imperfections are okay because this is a handmade item, and if you look at the product that I'm referring to, you will find the lines are just not perfect. The asymmetry is its beauty. So here I've made a line like this. Similarly, the other one. Now referring to the image, I'll draw another triangle here. I'll try to be perfect, but I'll not fret over it. Now for the designer part of this project. These are the markings on the fabric, the yarn that I want, the needle, and this is how you put the yarn through the eye of the needle. Make a knot at one end. We made the markings on the wrong side of the fabric, so our knots will stay at the wrong side, and I'm going to stitch on the wrong side itself because I'm going to do a run stitch, and run stitch is same at the back as well as the front. So run is basically you go down and up and down and up. That's it, it's just so simple. So we go up and down and up and down and up and down the line. It is so much fun to run up and down the line. Just stay on the line, and when you pull the yarn, make sure there's no tension. It's lying flat over the fabric and there's no tension. This is the back side and this is the front side. So just follow the pattern that you have traced and just go ahead. Always have a neat corner. That will give a sharpness and clarity to your pattern. So this was the corner and I have reached the corner on the thread. I did not finish it before reaching the corner. I reached till the corner and then went on to the next arm of the pattern. All the stitching is done. Now is the turn to make the pom-poms or the tassels, and this is where all the yarn will go. So I have taken a piece of cardboard and I need a tassel that is this size, the size between two lines here. So I'm going to take a cardboard which is approximately the size of my desired tassel. So add that much wide. So now I just cut about this much piece of yarn and keep it here and hold it here. This is the length of my tassel and I just keep winding around it, and I'll do it 40 times. So I'm just keeping a count: 5, 6, 7, 8. 40. I come down till the last end. I don't want to waste my yarn, so here I cut it off. These were the two ends, remember, and I'm going to tie tight knots here. The first one very tight as you can, and then the second one. This would secure the whole bunch. Now this end, just snip it off. Take some more yarn, a little longer than this bushy thing, and hold it, and then just turn around it tightly. Say, depending on how you like it, I did it 10 times, and then I made a loop, crossed it, and put around it so as to make a knot, and pulled it tight to secure it. And the other end, which I kept a little longer for easy identification, this was the end. I'm going to tie 2 knots again. Snip off the extra, and this is the tassel. I deliberately kept these two ends because it would be easier to push them back into the yarn on the wrong side using a yarn needle or a crochet needle and tie it at the back. So I'll make 2 more tassels like this. Now this is the front side, and these are the back sides. I've hemmed the margins. Now this is the front right side up. Now this is the back side wrong side, and the hemline towards the inside, and I'll put the edges along the edge. Now the next piece, the wrong side of the back side and the hem side in towards the center, and I'll place them. And then fix them with the help of pins. Always attach pins with the pointed end outwards. It is easy to sew like that. I have placed the pins all around the edge, and the pins are facing outwards, so it's easy to put them through the sewing machine, and it can be left there while stitching, or it can be taken out at the end of the stitching process. I'll keep 1/2 inch margin while stitching. That will give me 18 by 18 inch cushion. What more to do? Just turn it the right side out and put the inserts. This is my own Urban Outfitter inspired Nora cushion. Can you spot any difference? Let me know your thoughts over this DIY in the comment section below. Give your likes and do subscribe to my channel for more DIY and home in a budget. Thank you, and see you in my next DIY. Take care.